stage. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. How is it going? Who's here? Who's not here? Who can fix my glasses? I got to clean them, and 20 minutes later, they're like, you didn't clean them at all. Uh, Bad on my glasses. And me, I want to see, but I can't see. So, we're going to do a little bit of, going to do a little bit of more Richard Simmons today. We'll probably do his Tone and Sweat again. That was pretty simple. Aerobics with Richard Simmons for 50 minutes. Huh. I haven't done that one. That's it. Silver Fox, whatever. Oh, that's a 1986. Welcome. We'll try. I don't know if I can be able to do it or not today, but we're gonna try. They're not giving me the right way to let's move and groove. They're hurting a little bit. So no one else is live at the same time. I'm sorry. Uh, we all can't be live. We all can't, stay off our computers and be live. We have to do our own thing. And my own thing was 5 o'clock. So if anyone's here, they're here. Welcome. Welcome whoever in the background. But I may not be able to stand up much, but we're gonna try. I might have to take my shoes my flip flops off, just go barefoot. But both of my feet are killing me today. Don't know why. But I'm trying to get this Richard Simmons tapes to come up and work. I don't know what it is. If it don't come up in just a second, we'll go back to the other one. It's just spinning in circles. So maybe it's been caught. Somebody using it one too many times this week or something. I don't know. All right. Sit down, Candy. No, ma'am. So I don't know if this is gonna work or not. It's just spinning in circles. But anyway, welcome. How's your day? How's it going? We're gonna go to the other tape that we did the other day. Because I know that one worked. I know this tape worked. And I'm the only one that can see it, so it don't matter. Well, let's go on in circles. What's going on today? Is it Earth and atmosphere on? Well, it looks like, yeah, I would love to be toned to the bone. I don't know what he's talking about, but hey, let's all get toned to the bone. I'm just going to have to say, all right, we're just going to have to, we'll have to get, I can't work with that. So I can't work with Richard Simmons today. So, because it's not going to work. So we're just going to talk. I'm going to sit in my chair and move my arms because my feet are hurting. And anybody that would like to sit in their chair and work out with me, come right along. No music, no I don't cares, no, no copyrights. I haven't got any copyrights on Richard Simmons because I think there's more talking over the music coming from one video to my live. So anyway, welcome. Yeah. What? Let's see. Copy. I'm gonna send this out to my group If anybody would like to show up, they're welcome to show up. No, I don't want crew. All right, let's find. I should have done sent it out, but I got lazy today because I wasn't quite feeling up to par. So anybody wants to pop in, they can. I send it that way. But we're gonna be exercising in just a minute. Let's see if I can put a lime in the coconut and shake it all up. We'll put it in the lime and the coconut and shake it all up, please. So anybody want to come in and talk? I'm here. We're just gonna be moving and grooving to my own beat today. So welcome. So put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. We're gonna put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. We're gonna put. Cause see, you see these big flappy arms. If I can get them down, I'll be happy. But I've had big arms all my life, but not quite this big. My granny had them, and my daddy had them. So hereditary looks, and I look like my granny and my daddy. Look a lot like my granny. So yeah, today I've been doing my sweepstakes. And if my dog don't hear me, I'll show you my new. Let me open it up. I got a new fan. There it goes. Am I doing it right? There it is. That's the right color inside. I got a new click clack fan. And I love using them. I love teasing, dancing like this with them and getting my arms moving. But after a few minutes, my dog runs and hides, and it scares her. So, well, she's still sitting in her spot, so maybe she don't care. Maybe she likes this one because it's all colors. So that's what I got in. That's my other thing I ordered me to. I got 3 click clack fans. I call them click clack fans, or dancing fans, or whatever you want to call them. Or if you just need to fan yourself with. So we're gonna just do our own little thing and keep it a going. How are you today? Welcome who's here. Welcome who's over there. Welcome all my lurkers. Welcome all my lurkers. Welcome all my lurkers today. Work, lurk, lurk, work. Who's here? Oh, if you're a lurker, can you please just leave a message in the comments? Like the videos, like it up, strike it up, whatever you want to call it. Become a member if you'd like. But I've lost 5 pounds. 5. And I exercised yesterday, but I didn't. I went out to the mall, and I saw the new Elio movie, and I thought it was cute. I liked it. And then I went to the market, and that's where my walking came in. There were a lot of people there, but it's not, and you're going to be so proud of me. I didn't buy a cookie this week. I didn't buy a cupcake. I didn't buy any pastry. I bought 1 zucchini and 1 cucumber. I wish the cucumber had been a little bit bigger, but that's all I bought. I haven't had any sweets this week. Sunday night was the last time I had something sweet to eat, and that's, you're going to ride your bike with your feet, with your hands. So we're going to be doing this a little bit. This will get me tired out too. But walking the market yesterday, I was so tired when I come up home, and it was hot. And buying the cucumber, which I'm going to peel later. It's a small cucumber. One of those that are supposed to be small on purpose cucumbers. But there was nobody else selling any, and I wanted a regular size cucumber. I don't eat the seeds. The lady says, these are baby seeds. I said, I can't have any seed. I don't care the size it is, you know. I eat seeds in my too much information in the bathroom, you know. So I stay away from them. And yes, my arm does hurt a little bit this morning too. So I may have slipped wrong. I don't know, but my both of my feet I got pain in them today, and they're gonna be healed one way or the other. Yeah, and my dog's up here like, can I come up, Mom? Can you take me out? You know, we went out an hour ago. And so she's gonna have to wait till I'll at least be on here 30 minutes. So get down, Candy, you're not getting up here. And we're not going out yet. Sit. When I get off the line. Yeah. She said, I wanna help. But I'm entering sweepstakes today to see if I can win me a trip anywhere. Not really anywhere. There was one for Las Vegas. I said, oh, I would love it, but it's boxing. I'm not into boxing, but I would love to go to Las Vegas just to go free trip there, all the casinos. But I guess I could sell the boxing tickets when I got out there, but I don't know if we could or not. If some of the tickets you win are VIP rooms you go into. And I guess if you went all the way out there and didn't show up, they might make you pay for the room. I don't know. I have no clue. Get down, Candy. She wants out, but I'm not taking her out right now. We're talking. Are y'all doing this with me, whoever's here? Well, I got 0 watching, but that's okay. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. Waving my hands. We're going to continue. Waving my hand. Are you ready for some fun? And some big old kisses. Hugs and kisses. From the universe, from the universe. I'm just goofing and goofing, and Candy's wanting out. But you'll have to wait. Sit down, Candy. Not now, Candy. Sit when Mommy gets done. Sorry, folks. You know, me come first. Hey, Rabbi Susie. I'm doing good. I'm doing sit down exercises with my hands today because my feet are hurting. My bone on bone in my right foot, but I must have it in the left foot too. I don't know. She didn't x-ray that one because that one wasn't hurting when I went back 4 months ago, 4 or 5 or 6 months ago. Anyway, whenever I went. So I said, I still got to get it. I've gotten 5 pounds off. So, and I was going to do Richard Simmons, but none of it will play right now. So I don't know if my computer's got too much open and it's lagging, or it's something in the universe. I'm all over the world. Put the link if you'd like to come up, Susie. I think. Oh, I don't know if you're. Let me put the link out just to put it out in the room. If anybody wants to come up, I'll put it in the room. If I don't know you and don't see your face, you can't come up. So, anyway. But I was going to go on Restream. Today I decided to just go on StreamYards and do it. But I, lost the 5 pounds, so, I'm going to keep trying. Yesterday I was so tired. I went to the movies and saw Elio. If you're into Disney movies, that was a cute one. It's not rated high. The ratings were not high on it, but it was a cute movie. without doing any spoilers, it was a kid that parents had died, and he wanted to. His aunt, ended up taking him in, but he wanted to go into space. He wanted to see if there was really other beings in space. It's tiring on my arms. I may stand up and do some movement, but I don't know why. I'm just going to do this and talk. Come up if you'd like, Susie. Ooh, I've got like 40 days till I leave to go on my trip. I'm going to Orlando August the 29th, 29, 30, 31. Then on September the 1st, I get on a cruise ship. On a Disney Wish cruise ship, just me, myself, and I. I felt like I needed to do something that I didn't know anybody. And I don't know anybody on that. Unless someone in the group ended up saying, "Oh, I'm on the Disney Wish." But I just needed a me time, and one of my things this year on my wish board was to do Disney anything. So I'm going to go to Disney. I bought me a I bought an annual pass because I'm going back in December because my daughter lives in Florida, and they're going to meet me in December. Yeah, they're going to meet me in December, and I don't think she's going to meet me this first time. I asked her to, and I asked her if she wanted to go on the cruise, and she said no. So I said, whatever. But they're meeting me in December for our Christmas because I said, I'm not coming to your house anymore. I'm sorry. I love you very much, but I can't come in that atmosphere with a grumpy husband and a grumpy daughter. And it makes my grandson so upset. So I said, I can't do it. Y'all can meet me. And y'all are welcome to come spend the night if y'all want to. So I don't know if they're going to spend the night or not. I said, I'm getting one room. I'm not paying for two like I did a couple of years ago. And it didn't work out. So, believe it or not, this is tiring. It's getting me a workout. And like I said, for people who cannot get up and physically move, you can move your hands, I'm sure. Or, ooh, did you hear that pop? You can move your head and your hands in your chair. You can sing and dance in your chair. You ever seen people dance in their chair? What was I watching the other day? Oh, I wasn't watching it. Someone talked about it. I didn't know that they were wheelchair tennis for those who can't. They can play tennis, but they're in the wheelchair. So I don't know if they have to use one hand. I guess they just use one hand for the tennis racket. I don't know how to play tennis. Well, that's one handed anyway game. Yeah. So left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, whatever. Susie, are y'all going? Y'all going to Helen, right? Are you going to the meetup in August? In August, because I'm not going to. I'm going. 95% sure I'll probably go back to Helen. Hey, Ashley, welcome. We're just sitting here doing a little chair exercising because my feet are not giving me the proper walk today. I have bone on bone in my right foot, and I must have it in my left foot because I haven't sprained them. I know that much because I went to the doctor about 4 or 5 months ago, about probably 4 months ago, and it's bone on bone in my right, so I'm pretty sure we've got it. Yeah, I decided I'm gonna see everybody, and they're gonna be some of the same, some of the different people. I'm just gonna go in March. Get down, Candy. My dog wants out, but she's gonna have to wait. So where it's is it? It's March, first weekend in March, isn't it? I don't have the exact date. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some people get there on Thursday. Some people get there actually before Thursday. Do you have the date, Ribeye? I mean, Susie? I could look it up, but on the calendar it would tell me January, February. All right, March. It's I think it's March 6th, 7th, and 8th this year. It's under Magnificent Germany with Darian. It's on his page. Oh, the one in August? The one in August is it's a 1 day meetup in Ocala, Florida at Silver Springs on August the 30th. But I'll be at Disney. Then I'm going on a Disney cruise because I'm just not going. I didn't want to go for a 1 day thing, and to me, I looked up cruises that would go out. No, Candy, that would go out after the cruise. After that, and that was on Saturday the 1st. But to get me an airline ticket to go to Ocala, the closest airport, was like going to be $400 or $500. Well, and if you go into it's what's the name of the town? Anyway, it's not Orlando. But someone said go into Stanford. Well, Atlanta, Georgia does not go into Stanford. And so I said, let me look at other airlines closest. And I still have to either have someone pick me up because I'm not renting a car. I don't rent cars because of my height and knowing if I'm going to get the right car that I can see over. So I wasn't paying $400 something for a 1 way, and then $400 something back when I got my round trip for around $250 to go to Orlando. And I decided I'd just go to Orlando, spend a couple of nights there, 3, and then get on the cruise ship. Because it wasn't worth it. And not many people were planning who's picking who up. All those that live around there that might have a car or pick someone up. Yeah, I've been coming every year to the one in March with my dog Candy, but this year I may leave Candy at home. I don't know. She's been doing real good though, so I don't know. The problem is when I go places and I take her with me, like conventions, I'm right there at the hotel and get back to her fast. But if I go to Helen and we all decide to go to a restaurant that she's not allowed in, that means she's got to stay in the room. And that happened last year. No offense to anybody. They just didn't do their homework right. I mean, I took her to restaurants while I was there. but they didn't use those restaurants for the meetings or anything. Go right ahead, Lisa. Welcome in. So, but when you can't take your dog to some of the restaurants, and they have to choose restaurants have big enough rooms for people, I can understand. So I may leave her at home. I don't know yet, or she'll just have to stay in the room more than she normally would. And I don't drive. I wouldn't be driving up there. I would want to get a ride. I know a couple of guys that are in the Atlanta area. One's 30 minutes or so from me. Uh, I don't know if there'd be room in the car with me and his two boys and his wife or not. But last year, Ralphie picked me up, which was fantastic. But I don't know if he's going to do that this year. So yeah, 5 pounds down. I got to keep it going. So, and you wouldn't believe that even just moving your arms is getting you tired. And I'm just goofing. I may not be doing it right, but I'm moving. I'm no expert. Now, if I could find a Richard Simmons tape that would play, I mean, I don't have one played on my laptop because they don't make them with DVD players anymore or CD players. So, but the ones I had today was not going to work, so I'm just doing it. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm helping somebody. So I'm watching my phone. I got it turned on and volume down of a family. They're the Yoshi family. They're in Lake Tahoe, and tonight they'll be at the casino. Well, the newer ones do not. Well, I can go to my older one, but it's not anywhere. It don't work that right. So I'll just I'll just do whatever. Like the other day when I did my mad fan dancing, is what I called it. I had to go and take all the music off and put whatever, and I didn't even listen to the music. I said, take that song and exchange it for this one. Take this song and exchange it for this one. And so, but Richard Simmons has not got a copyright. Has not gotten anything. So I'll go back to the some of the sweat into the oldie one or the last one I found. But today I just didn't want to do right. So I probably got too much things open, which I know I do. But some of them I don't want to close because I might need to go back to them, before the time's over. So that's what I'm doing. But they didn't want to play today. They were going circle, 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 circle. I do ride the old exercise bike. Well, I've got them a thing, and I don't know what I've done with it. It's probably in the other room that I bought off mm, Beatles. I think that's where I got it from. It's either that or Aldi's. But one of those foot pedals things you just sit in front of you and put your feet on. I've got that. I need to get it out. But I like dancing. I like goofing. But when I play the dancing music, I can't. So I may just have to look up non-copyrighted music and see if I can dance to it. Now I can look up my friends from not Australia. They're from Singapore. Their names are ukuleles. They have their music's not copyrighted, but they're actors, and he writes music, and his is not copyrighted. Or he'll take a song and rewrite the words. So I'm gonna look up theirs because I can go to their Twitter page and get it, but they're talking in between the songs, and so I want one. I might go look at their playlist if they've got one, I'm sure somewhere. You could lay on this playlist and see if I can find it where it's just the singing and not the words, not them talking. So We've been talking for 30 minutes. I started exercising about 5 minutes after I got the video, up and going. So, but I left the chat room open for anybody that wants to pop in and say hello. Advertise your channel. You can put it in the room. I don't care. I did have Nightbot, but Nightbot went to sleep and never woke up. And so I don't know. Had someone help me do it, so I don't know how to put him back on. So I had to figure that out. But y'all can, I don't care if you have your, channel going. But and one of my other friends that I don't watch anymore, she changed her name and started exercising. I don't watch her anymore. I know one of the person, somebody knows who I'm talking about. But I said I'm not doing it for her, cause or me. I'm doing this for me. If anybody don't like it, they can leave. I'm not gonna say, hey, you're fat. You want to dance with me? No, I'm not gonna do that. So one second, say hello, Candy. Say I want my mommy to take me outside or something. But she wants to exercise, so we're gonna exercise together. We're gonna exercise together, Candy. We're gonna rock back and forth. You need to get down and go sit on your place, okay? Mommy can't hold you and exercise. She just wants to go out, and I'm not doing it right now. So I'm having leftovers for dinner tonight. They said, hi, Candy. Hi, Candy, they say. My friend said, hi, Candy. So anyway, I guess y'all saw this. I got me another fan. Candy don't like my fans, but I like them. They're they're dancing fans. I figured out how to use them. The boots on the ground song and other things. But I like it. I bought it just for the heck of it. For me to have fun with. Now Candy left and went over to one of her places to sit down, and she don't like the noise. It scares her. Yeah, you can use them for regular fanning, but they are using it to dance with. All the line dances or any dance. Um, when I went off to my last convention, no, when was it? Or was it? Not the last convention. Oh, when I went off to the casino by myself. They have a restaurant called BB. BB King, the singer. They have his restaurant there, and they were doing the fans. There were several of the ladies and men up there dancing with the fans. And I didn't have a fan, and I didn't go up to the stage. I just went. I basically stood close to the door. So next time I go, though, I may go in and dance. I'll take one of my fans, and I'll go in and dance with them. I won't be able to record because I did record and I had to change the music on those. It just doesn't like. Now I could put this all out on TikTok. No problem with the music. They don't care. But on YouTube, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. So. But I'm getting tired already. So I hope y'all are, getting some motivation. If I can, the clothes that I bought are still fitting, but they're not still fitting. If you know what I mean, they're just that little bit. Wish they were a little bit looser. And I'm not buying any new more. Now I do buy some sizes bigger sometimes. That's because the place I buy them from. You go buy them off Temu or Amazon, and you don't know if they're coming from the U.S. or from a foreign country. You have to buy. I always size up one. And T-shirts. I size up on the T-shirts. If they're 100% cotton, even though they say pre-shrunk, I still size up because they're not always what they say they are. So, but I don't really have to size up again, you know, if I buy anything. My bathing suit fits, but it's a little tight. And right now, to go find a bathing suit, they're probably on sale everywhere. But no, I've got two bathing suits, but one I don't like as good as the one. So I want to be able to be a little looser between now and the time I go off on my trip. This week I have had since Sunday night. The last sweets I have eaten. Well, yeah, the last sweets I've eaten. In other words, no chocolate. I've had no chocolate. I've had no Tim Tam cookies. I've had no bread. I have had these Buckies, but I don't eat a bunch of them at one time. And they're only 3 grams. Let's see how many sugars are there. They're 13 carbs total, but I saw the sugar, 3 grams of sugar. So this is very low. Even though it's 13 grams, uh, I'm not eating that many of them at the time. And I bought Chinese. Well, was it Chinese or Taiwan? I forget what it was. Like Chinese food. Uh, but it wasn't the best in the world, but I'm not wasting it. I got another meal I'm going to eat out of it in a little bit. I'm not wasting it. Now, tonight, if y'all watch Scotty J will be on TikTok first, and then he'll be on, I think it's 9:30 his time. So, Scotty J will be on, and he comes on with Jeremy and, oh man, Cheryl. He'll be on with Cheryl again tonight. They started doing his Wednesday nights together. So, and I'll be on his TikTok in a little bit. Then I got a friend calling me at 10:30. It's a friend who's got a wife, but they'll be calling me at 10:30. So yeah, I don't have a boyfriend. Kind of looking, but kind of not. If it happens, it happens. My husband died September. And eat 16.8 intermittent fasting that helps. What is the intermittent fast? I've heard of intermittent fasting. Like I don't usually eat anything sometimes until 12 o'clock or after. Just my habit. And then usually I eat 12. Last night, the last thing I put in my mouth was about 10 o'clock. Hey, cruising complete. Welcome. We're just goofing off, and my feet are hurting, so I can't stand up and do anything. So I said, well, I gotta get these flabby arms worked out. So I've been moving my arms and talking. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. Does that work? No matter what time you start? Let's say if I start at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finish at 8. Yeah. But right now I just cut out the bread for this week. Some of this cut out the bread and sweet was for church. He wanted us to fast. And he said there's Bible has two ways of fasting where you completely have nothing but water all week, and then the other one is where, if I get this right, where he cut out where I forget who he said it was. I want to say David, but anyway, he cut out the meat and bread. I think meat and bread. I forget, but anyway, or he said now the way the modern day people do is sometimes they'll fast by not watching their TV, their internet. They'll stay away from media, and so taking away part of my food that I'm wanting to eat is, I've been so tempted to pick up this last piece of fudge that's sitting over here and to open another box of Tim Tam cookies, and I haven't. Okay, yeah, I eat 2 meals a day. Been doing that for several years because when COVID hit, me and my husband, I didn't have the energy to cook a lot, and he didn't care as long as he got enough to feed him. Hey, Scotty, are you working? Yeah, I'm doing jazz hands because my feet are not wanting to cooperate today. My bone on bone in my right foot, and then my left foot started hurting. So I have a feeling it's probably had the bone on bone too. I don't know. They didn't check that when I went to the doctor. I asked her to, but she said that ain't what I signed up for. You signed up because you said your right foot was hurting. Yeah. What time is your thing tonight? I've been talking about you, so I guess you were lurking in the background. It's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and it's or no, it's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. 8:30 your time, right? Am I wrong? I forget. I think it's 9:30 my time, which would be 8:30 your time. But I've lost 5 pounds. I think I'm doing pretty good. And yesterday I did not really work out, but I did the mall. Walking from my car inside was just enough workout for me. It was so hot. And then I went to the market in our town because they called me the night before, left me a message. 8:30. Yeah, yeah. You're on 7:30 on TikTok. 8:30. All right, so it'll be 9:30 my time. Yeah, but they had texted me the day before the market did and said I won the last week's prize. So I went to get it, and it was a candle wax melts, little things, and a drink that I don't drink. If you like ginger drink, well, I don't, so I gave it to my friend that I've known for years. Her name is Layla, and she's with Old Mountaintop Farm, and she sells there every week. And I want a 2025 calendar with sort of like an almanac calendar, with things related to planting and stuff like that. And there was one other item in it, but I don't remember what it was. That might have been it. And I gave like I said, I gave the ginger drink away. So, and then the candle was a lavender and lemongrass smell. Uh, it's an okay smell. I love lavender, but I like lemon smell, but the lemongrass does not smell like lemon to me. Hey, controversial Cruzan, everybody's coming in. Yeah, I've been doing my arms for the last 30 minutes. Yeah, intermittent fasting. Yeah, but my husband died, and I don't know if I wasn't cooking right, eating right, or just depression got me to lose the pounds I did. You do 9 hours on, 5 hours. I mean, what is 9-5? That's Off for 5, off for 9, on for 5. Eat. I mean, okay, you only eat from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I don't eat my first meal a lot of times until 12 or after. And my last meal is about 10, but I think I need to shorten it. So, yeah. So, I'm going to try to cut off my last food of eating. Uh, I'm going to try to cut it off at 8 or 9. But I'm going to, yeah. So, another thing is I lost my train of thought. If I do that, see, if I eat early, if I eat at 4 o'clock, I'm going to want something to eat again at 7 o'clock because I ate too early. So I'm going to have to kind of wait and eat my dinner after 5. So I won't be wanting to snack all night long. Hey, the Cam fam. Was somebody else having a live today? Earlier? Right before me or something? Because everybody's coming on now. I'm glad y'all are here. But anyway, I was talking about my husband, and I lost about 30 pounds. I had to lose the 30 pounds. I don't know how I was losing it, but I was losing it. But to have my hernia surgery, the doctor wanted me to lose, he actually wanted me to lose 40 pounds. And I said, I'm happy with the amount I've lost. Can you do the surgery? So we did the surgery, and that was the best thing in the world. My stomach don't hurt no more. So, but then, as it got easier, me and my husband not here anymore, I guess I started eating wrong again, or eating too much too long. And I do like my sweets, and so next week I will pick back up and eat a cookie here and there. You're live in an hour. Okay. Well, you're live at 7? Because it's almost 6. And then we have Scotty J at 7:30 on TikTok. His time, be 8:30 my time. So, but before I go on my cruise that I'm taking for me, myself, and I said I clothes are fitting but not fitting. They're just that little bit tightness, and you can still squeeze into them. Okay, y'all have a premiere, so everybody's got things going. Advertise your channel, leave your name. I did have a Nightbot, but my Nightbot went to sleep over a year ago, and I don't know how to wake him up because I don't remember what I did to get him to wake up anyway. Someone helped me, and so I'm gonna have to need to have someone help to get Nightbot working again. And you usually could just type in, you know, uh, I forget the word. You just typed in a word and your thing came up. And so if somebody wants to help me one day on show me how to do Nightbot again. So, but you wouldn't believe just moving your arms how tired you get. And I'm just talking and moving, but I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna have to quit soon with it. I'm eating leftovers tonight. Somehow, I don't know how. I heard other people at the time say, they're stopped working, and I don't know how to fix it. Because my friend who helped me fix it, she was doing hers at the same time, and she said, now click here and do this, click here and do this. But I don't talk to that person anymore. And so I don't know. Anyway. But have y'all ever, I'm sure most of y'all have, been to a place, mall or place that's got a food court and they offer you a sample or something? and you get it, you think it's so great. And then when you get a whole plate of it, it's like, why did I buy this? Yeah, that's what my food was. It was Thai food that I bought, like Japanese, but wasn't spicy. One was mango flavor and one was melts. But some of the pieces are so hard, even with people with teeth, you know. KK would help you. She knows all that stuff. KK, the lady who plays bingo. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I haven't been to her channel in a while either, but I know who she is. I just played bingo a while, but it wasn't my. Yeah, I've been on KK's before, and I was on her. I watched her do something a couple of months or so ago, and before that, I was watching, and she said nicely, Roxy, you may not want to be here. Um, um, she was really mad. And I said, okay. So I said, I'll just listen. I won't say a thing. But I don't know who she was mad at or what. But anyway. But I'm having that leftover Thai food tonight. It's okay. But, they give you the best piece when they put it on that toothpick and say, oh, yeah, this is so nice and tender. And then you get all your pieces. And they're so flat. And so they know how to pick out the best piece for you to buy. Flavor is good. It's just the chicken is just a little bit overcooked on some of it. So anyway, all right. You got 7 o'clock for the cam fan, and you got 7:07 for cam fan, and then you got Carnival Cruising at he said an hour from now, so that'd be 7 o'clock for Carnival Cruising. Then come back later to watch Scotty J. Scotty J's is on tonight at yeah. Scotty J comes on at 8:30 Central Time on YouTube, 7:30 Central U Time on TikTok, which for me that is 8:30 and 9:30, 9:30 and 8:30. So it was fun talking to my peeps, my friends. Hey Eddie, now Eddie's coming on. I'm getting ready to go, but I can stay a little longer. I don't have anything to do. I've got a meeting with a friend and his wife tonight at 10:30, and then after that, before that, nothing. So maybe eat dinner. You know, I'm having leftovers that are so, but I don't want to waste them. But I don't buy them again. I won't buy it again for another couple of years probably. So my best place to get my Chinese food is over in Mableton. It's called Long something Chinese. Yeah, Long something Chinese place of Mableton. But I'm not driving all the way to Mableton. Now I will go like one day in the next week or so. I want to go back over that direction to go to Belts. And when I go to Belts, I usually go the back roads over to the restaurant, and I get something to take it home. Oh, y'all are. Oh, okay. Have fun bowling. I've never been there, but I've heard of it. All right, bye, Lisa. Yeah, have fun bowling. one of the YouTubers I watched or just flipped through, they were talking about the wheelchair, not bowling, wheelchair, tennis. I said, boy, you got to be really good at tennis if you can roll a wheelchair and do that too. Do you bowl, Eddie? I know it's hard for you to get up out of the chair and hold a bowling ball, but do you? Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it off in a couple. I got 5 more minutes and it'll be an hour, and so I'm gonna cut it, from there. But my shoulders and arms are a little hurting from doing that. But I got to get myself to keep going. The 5 pounds ain't going. I'm not picking those 5 pounds up again. No way. Yeah. Now you could do it like I've seen some of the families with small kids. They get that little roller thing that you put your ball on top and let it roll. So I haven't been bowling in years. The last time I bowled, my arm hurt so bad afterward because I needed a child's bowling ball. I usually use the 50 pounds or under, but they're hard to find with big fingers. I'm small, statued, but I have adult hands and everything. Yeah, but I hadn't been bowling in years. We need a Georgia meetup somewhere. Mhm. If anybody wants to go camping, we've got a place that's got a pool and everything for camping out in Bremen, Georgia. It's Yogi Bear Park. And I want to go out there and check it out. They've got cabins and you can bring your camper. I thought that would be a neat thing to have a bunch of us meet up there. You can also bring your dogs. They have one or two cabins that allow dogs. Yeah, it's about to get loud. So, anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. It's been wonderful. Been very wonderful. And I'll be back probably tomorrow. Don't know what time yet. Um, when I get my head straight of what times I want to go live, I'll let Eddie know, and y'all will hear it on this morning live show. But for now, it's just whenever I decide to make it. But it's going to be live probably every day at some time or another, whether it be morning, afternoon, or night. So if I go around 1 o'clock, I can get my friend. I have friends that are overseas that come in around 1 o'clock. She comes in from Africa. She's in Botswana, I think. Or is that, I think that's where she's at. No, she's in Africa. That's all I know. So anyway, all right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Like and subscribe and watch my videos I got coming out tomorrow.